Hi guys, it's Katie here again from Creativa, and I wanted to do a little flip through today of this tiny baby album that I've made. Look how small it is, it's so cute. So this album I made using a set of SVG files. So actually these ones here, Broderie, and it's a set of 30 I think SVG files that you can use to make mini albums. So SVG files are scalable vector graphic files that you can use on a Cricut or a Broderie Scan and Cut or a Silhouette, those types of electronic cutting machines. And it has everything that you need to make this album from start to finish, including the cover and the spine. It's got flips and doors and pockets and all sorts of things. So if you're interested, I'll just put the link to my Etsy store in the description box below, so you can head over there and have a look at them. Let me just show you though. I made this dinky little one using that set of files, but I have also made lots of other albums with the same set of files, but they're not this tiny and small. So before we go through that one, I made this one on camera, and this is a 7" by 7" album with a 3" spine, I think, and I used exactly the same set of SVG files to make this, but this one is really girly and flouncy, and it has all the lace edges on it. Let me show you. It has all the doors. It has these lacy edges that you can see here. It has the lacy edges on the inserts and on all of these lacy edges here. All of that comes in the SVG files, but I wanted to make these files really versatile, so I also made them so that you didn't have to make this lacy, girly, feminine type of album, that you could also make a normal kind of an album. So then I also made this one on camera, which is exactly the same set of SVG files. Again, 7 by 7 with a 3" spine, and this time I didn't use the lacy edged SVG files, I just used the normal ones, and then you can see it's a much plainer album, but still beautiful, still has lots of flip outs, lots of gorgeous page layouts and things. It's just that it's not really feminine. So I made those two albums on camera using the same SVG files. Then I made them bigger, the SVG files bigger, and I made this massive baby, and this one is 10 by 10 with a nearly 5" spine. Same SVG files as this little one here, so you can just see how many different albums you can make using the same set of SVG files. And I also made this, which isn't actually a mini album, it's like a desk organizer, so it flips out. It's got a waterfall, but I'm using it to put in index cards, and it has flip outs here and belly bands. I just love this, I think it's gorgeous. And it flips out, it's got pocket pages and all sorts of things here, and I used the same SVG files. Oops, it's come apart. There we go. Put that in there. Same set of SVG files to make that one. So anyway, let's look at this little baby one, because this one took me no time at all to make. He is 4.5 inches square with a nearly 2" spine. It's got a simple little ribbon closure, and this is just a little cutout from Cricut Design Space, and I cut it out on glitter cardstock, and then I covered it in glossy accents, and I really love how that comes out. It's sort of, you know, got that little domed appearance, but it's also really glittery. So it was just really cute and sweet, and so I don't know if you can tell, but this album was all about my puppy. So again, these are cutouts from Cricut Design Space, and the corner pockets are from the SVG files. It's got a little set of doors which are from the SVG files. Oh, and this album has got photos in it, so you get to look at my puppy. This is my puppy. His name's Tiberius. He's a miniature dachshund, and he's now 6 months old. So I've just put some photos in there. I just use little photo corners. I can take the photo out. And I found this little drawing of a miniature dash and outline online, and I just imported it into Cricut, and I used the foil quill pen, and I just did this sort of pattern design with it. So that's just plain blue, but then I used the foil quill pen to put this little dashing on there. I think it looks sensational. Love it. Thought I was pretty clever when I did that. Ran around, told everyone who was in the house, look what I did. So I can't get it in there now. The more I try, the harder it gets. Maybe I should just leave that for now. So the little magnetic acetate doors, they are part of SVG. And then I have little inserts here. This is where, and then I've just made what looks like Polaroid frames for some of the pictures, because I thought I just like them. I think they look cool like that. This is where we just planted a new chili bush, and the next day he dug it up, and so he was not very popular. So this album it was really quick to make, because I just did a variation of the sort of same design on most of the pages, and you know, I didn't get too fancy with it. So on this set of pages I have little pocket flip out, so there's more photos in the Polaroid style in there. Again, one of those little puppies from Cricut Design Space. And then you flip it out and flip it out this way, and again this is a sprocket picture, and then I've just backed these pictures on a bit of cardstock, and I use my foil quill pen here again to do the little paw prints on the page. And again, I've just used that corner pocket. So I've used a lot of the pockets and flips from the SVG files here. I've still got space here for more little photos, so I have not finished yet. There are about 50 photos in here, and there's still room for more, because of course you can get more than one photo in every pocket as well. So this page is the same as the last one. There he is again, down at the beach. I've got room here still for photos, and in this size, as you can see, my little sprocket photos fit in well there, and then these ones are the wallet size that I've just printed straight from my computer. So that's this little dinky, it's my little puppy brag book. So again, this is the same. It's got the corner pocket, a couple of little flips on either side, and another side insert. This is when we were bringing him home and we picked him up. On this page I've put the corner pockets on the flips, and then we have the little Polaroid inserts, and I've done that on both sides, and again I've done the little puppy cutouts with glitter paper. And here I've also done the foil quill again, and this I've used half page pockets, and I've still got room here for more photos. And then I've got just put some of those wallet size ones in here. Here he is asleep, and this is me with him at the park, I think. Here he is cuddled up in bed. Here he is asleep again in the middle of the king size bed, because, you know, tiny puppy, king size bed, he still has to be in the middle. So there's just flip outs and half pocket pages, half pocket pages, really simple. Again, another insert. There he is asleep again. It's because it's the only time I can keep him still for a photo. Again, these little flip outs, and this fits a sprocket picture on there, and I can put one on this side and on this side as well, but I haven't got enough. Get rid of that bit, and I haven't printed out enough photos, but I can get another sprocket photo on there. Here's another wallet size, that's James with Poppy. And again here another sprocket picture. This is him having a little bath, and there's that corner pocket, and again I've used my foil quill pen in my Cricut for that. So as you can see, I've repeated basically the same style pretty much on each of the pages, but I can get heaps of photos in here. It didn't take much time to put together. I've used the same files as all the other albums, but they all look different because you can put them together in so many different ways. There's another half pocket page, but this time the pocket's on the side, and I've got it stuck on that puppy tail. Why won't you go in there? There you go. So they close up like that, and then this one opens up and it's the same again. I think it's nice when you have a similar design, you know, page layout on each page. And then there's another picture side insert. And is that the last page? Yeah, here's the last page, and again I've just used that little corner pocket with a flip and the half pocket page here, and the same on this side. So it opens up and I've got my little dashes facing each other. This is my son with him watching TV. So cute. My boys. Put that in there and that in there. And the side insert. And then the back here is a double door page. So that opens up, and guess what? There is a sleep again. Isn't that cute? And then I have another little corner pocket on the back. So I've got lots of pictures in here, and I can still get heaps more in. So I just wanted to show you what a tiny, cutesy little easy mini album that was to make. And I just love the idea of making a tiny album full of tiny photos of my tiny dog. So anyway, thank you for sharing or taking the time to have a look at my little baby album. As I said, I used these Broderie SVG files to make this album. So if you're interested, go and check them out. Give me a thumbs up. I'd love a thumbs up. I'd love it if you commented. I'd love it if you subscribed, and I'd love to be able to see you guys again in another video. Thanks for your time today. Bye.